It's Ron Reader Digs the Universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe, and tonight, why I support trans rights. Some 3 weeks ago, F.L. Bubba Copeland killed himself. He was the mayor of Smiths Station, Alabama, and pastor of the First Baptist Church in nearby Phoenix City. Everybody loved him, everybody knew him, an awesome guy according to everyone. But he was also secretly a cross-dresser with an online presence. I mean, secret because, duh, right along the border with Georgia, very white, very evangelical, very conservative. This is the sort of thing that would ruin your career before it even got going if known publicly. So Copeland felt like he had to lead a double life, keeping a key facet of his personal identity utterly private because people would despise him for it. Somehow, under such oppressive circumstances, he was successful as both a spiritual and political leader in his community. Then, one day, a local right-wing politics blog outed him. Copeland tried to ride it out for a few days, called his cross-dressing cosplay. Fun fantasy, not hurting anybody, but he felt like his life had been destroyed, so he shot himself. I am so sick of this shit. Lately, I have been trolling a transphobic dude on a local Baytown Facebook gossip page. I'm like, why are you posting stupid, cruel memes? What's it to you? What are you getting out of this? And he's like all glib and shit, telling me that he's trying to help people who have a mental illness. The fucking asshole. First off, being trans continues to be listed as a pathology only so that trans people can get access to gender-affirming healthcare. And second off, actual psychologists, you know, the people who are trained and have expertise in dealing with mental health, they're telling guys like him to shut the fuck up. It just goes on and on with these vile and obsessed transphobes. He's pretending to be a woman, or you seriously believe a man can get pregnant, or they're just confused, it's a fad. Why do these people even give a fuck? Why is their gender philosophy more important than trans lives? Because that's what this bullshit kind of talk does. It gets people killed. Let me tell you, this isn't about your or anybody else's personal definition of man and woman. It is about treating people decently, about affording them the dignity they deserve, about respecting people's sense of identity, about allowing them to live in a society where they don't have to dwell in secrecy, always afraid. When you talk shit about trans people, you are literally oppressing them. It's also none of your goddamn business. I think that if you don't already know some trans and gender non-conforming people, you should make it a point to do so quickly. It humanizes the entire issue, and I mean it's no longer an issue because now it's a human being. Over the long haul, this may very well greatly improve or even save lives, and that's why I support trans rights. I want people to live, and I want them to live well. I'm Ron Reader, and this has been Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reader, again next week for another episode of Ron Reader Digs the Universe. Do you mean to tell me that you think a man can get pregnant? Well, that's absolutely the wrong question to ask. The right question to ask is, are you so utterly into your own personal philosophy of masculinity and femininity that you have to participate in a culture of hostility and violence that virtually guarantees trans people will be killed? You big fucking drooling inbred asshole?